What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? I'm not late. It's half past. It's half past. It's not late. Half past is on time. God damn. Look at everybody. Busy in the chat today, guys. Everybody is busy in the chat before I'm even here. What are you all doing here? What are you all doing here? Oh, my lord. Hi, everybody. I'm not 10 seconds late. When I say half past, I mean half past, all right? Okay? Hi, everyone. What's good, guys? Jeez, look at everybody. Oh, we got some Zoomers in the chat. We got a Zoomer. Oh, my lord. And I don't mean the Zoomers. I mean the Zoomer. You dig? No, Jenny, don't leave. Come on. Hey, come on. Guys. Don't leave. Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. Everybody really busy. Really busy. Say what? What am I saying? What am I saying? I know. We've got Zoomers. Yeah. We've got Gen Zs and we got, Unji Zoomer. Yeah, crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Hi, Zero. Hi, Jellies. Angle, Serpo, everybody. There's too many. I can't go through everybody. All right, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But look at you all. Holy shit. You know, it's so cool, guys. This is cool. This is cool, isn't it? You know. Who do be this new... I'll tell you who BD do Scooby-Doo, the power couple. Alright? You know? It's the Evil Eye and Gigi. New power couple, guys. New power couple. Amazing chapter. Amazing chapter. Hi, Fire Doodle. Thank you for joining the Discord. Anybody who's not joined the Discord, everyone... Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to my Patreon, and that gets you access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. So I'm told, or anything like that. But what a chapter, guys, right? So, anybody who's new to this, basically, I'll go through the chapter. I've added a link to the comments. It's pinned currently, and... Alright, okay. And sometimes people send stuff into, That's 40, technically that's 40, alright? And... oh my god. Sometimes people send stuff into the chat, donate, to make me do stuff that, to make me a fool so they can clip it, and it will follow me forever. I can never run for political office. I can never run for political office because they've got me on... Oh my god. I can't. Right, 50 does buy what Jelly's bought, alright? If you want that you asked for up there, I will do it for 50. Alright? I'll do it for 50. I'll do it for 50, alright? Fuck. Oh, okay, fine. Fine, I'll do it. Alright? I've literally just started. And I'm being made a fool. Alright, okay. You ready? Okay? Lord, have mercy on me, on this troubled fool. Okay? Ooh-woo. I'll throw in a fucking hell. I'll throw in a free silly guy as well. Alright? There's two. That's two, okay? I can't believe this. I'm a sham. I'm a joke. I've been turned into a joke. Anyway, guys, I'm not doing it again. You have to watch it on clip. You have to watch the clip. Chat clipped it. So, what, you know what I mean? I know you used to respect me. Oh my lord. Anyway, guys. Anybody who's not familiar with the format, the link in the pinned comment will get you to the latest chapter, and you can follow along with me. This has been a horribly embarrassing. They're not all like this. It's not always like this. It's usually kind of normal. It's not typically normal. I don't know what you'd call normal at this point, to be honest. I think we're past normal as a group. Quite right, Cammy. Quite right. He's a dedicated guy. Serpo is a dedicated guy. On the stage, we've done Q&As, so the stage is kind of like a Discord exclusive stream. Patreon link in the description. Join my Patreon as a free member, so that's free, you don't need to pay, and that'll get you access to the Discord, everybody. Sometimes we do exclusive streams on there. Not so much right now because I'm just pumping out content to the best of my ability. But yeah, Serpo has occasionally served as an interviewer, and he does a bang up job of it as well. He's very good. Brand, you missed something, Brand. You missed something in the past few minutes, so I apologize that you're gonna have to catch that on thingy. You should have been here on time. Yeah. Also, yes, sometimes I'll do writing sessions on the Discord where I just ignore you. Don't know if that's your thing. Don't know if that's your bag. Yeah, Serpo, when we get through this period of time, this swath of content, we'll do another Q&A. All right? Yeah, we're gonna need another sticker cleanse at this point. But anyway, guys. Anyway, I can't believe this. No, chat, don't do it. What a chapter! Before we get started on the chapter, guys, I'm just gonna highlight it so we can everybody just hold hands, everybody. And this is a healing place. This is a healing place. Toaster, you missed something big. You missed something big. You missed a big thing. You're gonna have to watch it on clip, I'm afraid. Everybody hold hands, okay? We're gonna get through this together, guys. We're gonna get through this together. There is no chapter next week. There's no chapter next week. Yeah, Toaster, I'm sorry, dude. You missed me making a fool of myself. You would have loved it. But yeah. No chapter next week, guys. But, next week, I've got some plans, alright? I'm working on some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do a tier list. It would be good to get to work on another... You know what, actually, Jellies? Maybe we should. As well as some other stuff, right? But I've got some ideas on what it is that we can do. So obviously there's the Daizuken that has just released. Hopefully I'll get my physical copy by then as well. So we can go through that. There's some really interesting stuff in there already. Oh wow! Congratulations on 5 months, Jenny. Congratulations. That's amazing. Why don't any of you guys normally send in your monthly registration? Yeah, I ordered it. I ordered it from Japan. From the Japanese land. It's in Japanese as well. So the only way for me to properly experience it is to do it through Google Lens. So I'll just have that and I'll just use this piece of shit phone. I might actually have a new phone by then, and it's not gonna flip. All right. Oh, it's embarrassing. You should do it. Honestly, any of you guys on the Zoomer rank, I don't know why you aren't doing it. You should be doing that. You know, you should be proud of yourselves. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you guys. It genuinely means a lot to me to see anybody. 5 months is crazy. 6 months is also crazy, wild stuff, guys. And I appreciate it. It's absolutely outstanding. So thank you. But you should do it next time. You know. Hi guys. Hi Orbis. Hi everyone. Yeah, I made a mockery of myself. Andrew, hello. Oh, look, see? Well done, Blissy. 6 months is crazy. Thank you. Thank you. You know, like Blissy is everybody. Blissy is famously reserved when it comes to her role in the community, which is why I tend to not make any noise about it, because I think that's preferred on her side of things. But guys, if you're on the Discord, you will see a lot from Blissey and a bunch of other people, but we're pointing out Blissey because she sent in the thingamabob. And she hates the attention. So be sure to everybody give her some attention in the chat, please. Chat, can we get some W's in the chat for Blissey, please? Can we do that? Can we do that, guys? She also is kind of the producer. Oh my god, everybody's sending it in. Orbis is also worthy of some recognition, guys. Orbis is my first member. He was my first member. He was the first guy. He was the first guy to take a chance to actually spend for the channel, which is crazy to me. The fact that any of you do it at all is magical. It's magical. Like, more than what I could even, like, if you guys were on my side of this, if you guys were on my side of this this equation, you would know how strange it is that people are supporting you at all, let alone monetarily. So thank you. Also worth mentioning that Janny also did pop up her thing up there. Janny is superb. She creates a bunch of excellent doodles and art in the Discord. She's amazing. I feel like we've seen a little bit of an uptick of Janny over the past few weeks, or maybe I've just noticed a slight uptick, and I think that she's wonderful. I think you're all wonderful. Throw it back from the vine. Thanks, support. That's such a strange amount of money. $2.79. Why? I don't think so. I don't think so, support. Alright, say happy birthday to your mother for me. It was her birthday yesterday. I don't mean it in a weird way. Anyway, can we get to the chapter? Can we get to the chapter? Because there's a lot to go over here, alright? We've got a lot to go over. Alright? Oh my lord. I ain't throwing nothing back. I ain't throwing nothing back. Thank you for the money, though. No more. No more. Serpo, you're barred. You're barred. Hi, Fars. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. All right, so, anyway, I'm going to start. Fuck's sake, Serpo. Come on, man. No, I'm not twerking on stream. I'm not twerking on stream. Hell no. Hell no. No, you can't collectively do it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you did do that, it would be... You're asking me to twerk for a month of rent. It's not a month of rent. It's like... Yeah. Yeah, it's almost a month of rent. You asked me to twerk for almost a month of rent. I'm not going to. I did see some people hypnotized over the weekend. And they were convinced to twerk on stage for free. Saw a bunch of 40 to 50-year-old men twerking on stage because they were hypnotized into doing it. Very interesting. So I guess being paid for it is not as bad. They're actually, yeah, they were. Ask Jelly, she saw it as well. Jelly saw it as well. You know? Oh, Fire Doodle, that's really sweet. Thank you. I'm really pleased to hear that. I'm very proud of this community, guys. I'm very proud of this community. I'm very proud of everything and everyone in it. Everybody has such a kind place, guys. If any of you aren't in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member. Gets you access to the Discord. Best place on the internet for Dandadan. Apparently, people doing some twerking and all other kinds of things. So join the Discord, guys. It's so good. Even a day in there, guys. You know, Andrew, thank you. Thank you. It's always great to see you, dude. It's always great to see you. He's always here. Andrew is always here. He's a loyal guy, so thank you. In fact, you're all so fucking loyal. It's absurd. It's absurd. I don't know. I don't know what to even say. It's just amazing. It amazes me still. Every single week, I'm genuinely in awe at all of you. I don't know how. I don't know how any of this happened. Because I'm just a fucking weirdo in a room. I'm a weirdo in a box. All right, let's not get that twisted. I'm a weirdo in a box. All right, I'm not doing a flip. I'm not doing a flip. I can flip a phone, but that's it. I'm not throwing it back. God damn it. We'll talk about it after the stream, Serpo. We'll talk about it after the stream. Not the head prophet. I am the head prophet, though. Anyway. All right. Okay. All right. We've got a little bit of a cult. We've got a little bit of a cult going, and that's fine because it's a really cute cult. It's a very cute cult. All right. It's a very cute cult. It's a meat cult. That's what it is. Okay. That's what these are. These are meat cults. You know, like a meat cute, but a meat cute. You know? So. Chapter. We good? We all good? Everybody got that out of the systems? That's very kind. Yeah. I'm happy to be the bedtime story. All right, that's fine with me. I will narrate the bedtime story. All right. We all good? Yeah. The Jai, Enjoji, Jai. All right. Okay. What is this support? Come on. We gotta get moving. What is it? Type it quicker. God, Jesus. After the stream. Okay, right. So can I continue, everybody? We good? We got it out of our systems? Okay, I have an amazing idea. You can tell me after the stream, but we got it all out of our systems. I'm moving on. So, guys, last week, guys, we had a good chat. And as we do every week. What is it, Serpo? Come on, say it. Say it. God damn it. We gotta start, dude. We gotta start. I can see he has something to say. You've all got a lot to say today. Alright, fuck this. I'm moving on. No, fuck y'all. It's not even started. You know, I wanted to get this down to a 2-hour stream today, right? I wanted to get this down to a 2-hour stream because I've got to write a piece of content, right? I've got a fucking video that I'm working on, all right? And I could get this done and ready by Wednesday, but you're all eating into my writing time. My writing time is being eaten into by you guys. You don't want a video? Huh? You want a video? Guys, I really enjoy these streams. They're very fun. This is me having fun, by the way. Just in case I look exacerbated. I drew too big. Apparently I drew too big. I would absolutely throw it back if Kojima joined the Discord. Easy. Yeah, I know, Yuri. I know how I am. I know how I am. All right. Anyway, last week we saw Gigi, right? We saw Gigi, the evil eye transformed back into Gigi, and with the evil gun, he was able to actually hit, what's his name? Nuglover. That's his name, right? Nuglover. I don't really remember him by any other name, so it must be Nuglover. It's the only name that comes to mind when I think of him. And yeah, I remember we had a huge chat. And a lot of I think it's Nuglover, guys. I think you're all wrong. I think it's Nuglover on account of the fact that he just loves nugs. Yeah. Nod emoji. The classic. Yeah, no, he loves, it's his main thing. It's his favorite thing. All the time, it's his favorite thing. Yeah, thanks, Toaster. At least somebody's talking sense. This rusty old toaster, at least somebody's talking sense. Anyway, so, I remember we had a whole talk about this, and we were basically saying something to the effect of, like, it would be pretty badass if we got a situation with, yeah, it's just, you know, I kind of assume that you're a bit rusty, dude. You know, it's like whatever. Maybe that's presumptuous of me, but like, I don't know. I don't know. You just kind of have a Rust kind of vibe to you. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm like so sorry. Anyway. My brain, you're all melting my brain today. My favorite bebop YouTuber. Oh my god. You are melting my brain today, guys. Yes, right. So, I remember we were all talking about the notion, the very concept that Gigi could be swapping between the evil eye and back to Gigi, and they're kind of like working in sync, like, you know, like swapping out roles depending on who's needed at what second. And they delivered. For once, guys, for once, we were able to say that we want something to happen in the next episode, the next chapter, and it happened. All right. So I take that as a win, right? For a series where frozen sharks were biting the arse of Godzilla in a plane in another pocket universe, while they fight a typhoon man. All right, us being able to guess anything that happens on a week-to-week basis is a win in my view. All right. And I said that you could smell. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That's a common misconception. Don't tell your parents that I told you to do that, because I'll get in trouble. I did not say smoking was cool. All right. Oh crap! You could just clip me saying smoking was cool. This is like that bit in Scooby-Doo 2. Have you seen that? Have you seen Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed? Where Fred's all like, you're just going to clip what I say so it makes it look like I'm saying Coolsville sucks. And then they just clip that bit out. No. Yeah, big party. I think Coolsville sucks. Yeah, Peak Cinema mentioned. Garrett, you know. Garrett knows. Yeah, you're damn right it's a goated movie, god damn it. Fuck. Look at us. No jellies, don't say that. No guys, come on. For my favorite Scooby-Doo 2 YouTube. Oh man, I like Toaster. You're a very funny guy. I know that you're fairly new. You're fairly new to the community, but you are a funny guy. Just everything he says is fucking gold, man. Oh, Fire Doodle. That's really sweet. Yeah, no, Ben, you're right. I'm sidetracking. It's as easy as that. He's the best guy around. What murder? Anyway. It's gonna be 5 hours. I know, Tarantado. Everybody came into the chat with such momentum today. You guys were already shitposting before I got here. Alright? So you can't just put this on me. No, it's not even my fault this time. They were going off on it. From the minute that I got here, they were going off on one. You know? Anyway. Also, something worth noting is in the Daikuzan, right? Gigi's mum does this. He just does that because of his. It's so good, right? Tatsu. I'll save it for next week. I'm gonna save it for next week. All right. I'm gonna save it for next week. Shitpost what you pay me for. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double your pay. I'm gonna double your pay, Blissy. What is 0 times 2? Oh, Eric, member for 3 months. He's excellent. Eric is an excellent guy, ladies and gentlemen. He knows how to curate the news, let me tell you. I saw something earlier on I think it was someone who worked on the animation for the handhold scene in the back of the car, and I was like, I'm going to post this in the Discord news channel. He had already done it. He had already done it because that's the kind of guy he is. He's a very valued member of the community. So can we get some W's in the chat for Eric, please? Oh, Eric, that's very sweet of you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. God damn, guys, you guys are on top of things today. I can't keep up. I can't keep up, man. Oh my lord. I can't keep up. Anyway, guys. Anybody who's not in the Discord, by the way, you can see all of these crazy characters and more in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, and I personally think free is always good. To get the Discord link. Simple as that. Patreon link in the description. Free member, Discord link. And it's pretty exciting. You know? But anyway, right, so we are distracted again. I'm distracted again. Anyway, so we were talking about the idea that Gigi and the Eye could essentially morph together, right, in some capacity, or swap in, swap out during the fight, right? And it's kind of like we're on the first panel, more or less, loosely. We're loosely on the first panel. Hi, Zenny. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, there's lots of fun personalities over there. And by the way, Jellies, yes, you can buy it online. Nachan has excellent instructions for that. She helped me out with it. Oh, that reminds me. Should I say it now? Is Nachan here? Is Nachan here? I think she is. Anyway, I'm just going to say it. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. Okay. Right, guys. So, I was doing some calculations earlier. And it's really bad. So, I was thinking, because obviously Gigi and the evil eye combine in this chapter, I was thinking to myself, man, this arc really is about people combining their powers, to become stronger. And then I was like, man, that's kind of what Momo and Okarun do. Back in the last time, that was chapter 126. More than a third of the manga. It's been more than a third of the manga since they've combined their powers in any capacity. So, and that's if you count Okarun pulling the stage for the Ombudsman arc. If you count that, then 126 is generous. But if you don't count that, it's even earlier. It's even earlier, and that means it's even more than a third of the manga away. Yeah, that was not far off. We're not far off 100 chapters since that. Half. We're not far off of that. I am inclined. I'm inclined to believe, in that case... No, they worked together fighting Koki, but Okarun didn't have powers. He was just a dude for that. Right? In the same way that they did kind of fight together in the board game, but they both didn't have powers during that. And if you make the argument that they work together, he has the running, the speed, and she has the magical arms. Now, I hear you, right? But you're being very liberal with the term, that's his true power, Blissy. I see what you're doing from, like, a spiritual kind of angle here. But I mean, like, the literal, actual yokai magic powers. Alright? So, anyway, I thought about that earlier, and I was like, guys, they'd probably love to hear that. So here we are, and I did that for you. I said that for you. What do you think, guys? You don't seem very happy. You don't sound very happy. You know? Are you guys okay? Right, you don't seem very pleased. Yeah, so... Oh, hi, Monardo. So, anyway, my point is that then probably... I feel like there has to be, if I'm aware of it, oh, no. Not the Omega Vamnola. If I'm aware of it, okay, then Tatsu probably is aware of it too. So it's very possible we're going to get like a really cool badass moment where they work together again, maybe? Think about that. Right? If that's another potential outcome of this. If you're less cynical, then this arc ends with them both combining their powers, since that is what everybody's been doing across the... Like, if you... There are two ways to complete that theme, I feel. There are two ways to complete that theme. Is on one hand, you have an inversion of it, where, as I've been saying previously, they both lose... Well, one of them loses their powers in order to save the other. That's one. On the other hand, you could see the completion of that theme by seeing it through completely, and the two main characters are able to combine their powers again at the end, to win the day, which is completely possible. That could be the way that this ends up as well, because that'll be very satisfying. That would be incredibly satisfying if that is something that we see. Right? So anyway, I feel like maybe you guys didn't like that, but that's fine. Psycho will be fine. She'll be fine. She'll probably be a bit injured for a while, but she's fine. And I also presume that after this arc, we're going to get a littler arc, a smaller arc. You know, a little bit of a cuter one. With a wedding ring. Anyway, we're still on the first panel, guys. We're still on the first panel, so I'm going to just get to it, alright? She'll quit smoking. You're putting words in my mouth. Now you're putting words in my mouth. Anyway. So yeah, so I did tangent that time, right? Okay. Hi Yasmin. Not this week. So we've obviously got the hiatus next week. So there's no chapter next week. I've got a copy of the fan book on the way, but otherwise I'll compile as much stuff as I can. And then next week, instead of doing the chapter stream, we'll make it a really fun kind of stream to go over the Daisuken, the fan book. We'll do it next week though. It did come out today, but I have it ordered already. I had it pre-ordered, so it needs to get shipped over here. But even so, in lieu of that, I'll just find as much translated content as I can online, and I'll go through it next week, in lieu of this, right? I mean, the thumbnail will probably just be Okarun and his dad, right? Like, you know, because he's in it. Spoiler alert. Anyway, on the way, Iron is a funny guy. He got me. He hit me with that OP2. Anyway. Chapter. So we wanted to see them combined, and we do. We do this week, right? So it's nice that we've managed to predict anything. So he hits him with the evil gun, okay? Hits him with the evil gun, and he's all like, it worked. And it did work. This is a chapter stream, Brand. It's just, the chat has been going crazy today. Something in the air. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've been the same as I ever have been. All right? So it's pretty wild to me that everybody's going so crazy. Yeah, panel 2. Anyway, so Nuglover is incredibly surprised because obviously he managed to hit him. But like I was saying last week, right? This guy has a villain problem. right? This guy has a villain problem in that he knows he's a villain, but he knows it in such a way that he's amping up the villainy aspect to cringe degrees, right? Like, he's walking around and stuff, and he's just like, perhaps it's time that you surrender. You know that I'm an overwhelming foe, right? I hate that kind of shit. It's like, bro, you know you're gonna lose when you start talking like that. And when GG hits him, you can see by the intonation in the text, he's all like, you hit me? And then he's all like, you hit me? It's like, bro, shut the hell up, dude. He just hit you. If you walk it back now and think of a different angle here, think of a different shtick, other than just being a super cringe villain, you can kind of reclaim something. Make your thing puns, or make it rhyming. You could be a rhyming villain instead, rather than one of those intimidating I'm invincible villains, because it isn't working for you, dude. Monado. Yes, exactly. It's Megamind shit. He's supreme cringe and he just got blasted for it, Zero. Exactly. Quickly walk it back, come up with a different shtick while you have the time and the chance. So in case you do lose, you're not going to be remembered as the guy who thought you couldn't lose. Because if that's your whole bag, and you're not the main villain, you will lose. And it's going to be really embarrassing. Frankly, very high risk, low reward maneuver for that to be your thing, for you to be the guy who can't be beat, right? If your thing is I'm invincible and I can't lose a fight, you better be fucking good. You better be very fucking good. And that's a good point, Andrew. No, that's a good point, Andrew. Like even if your whole shtick is that you can't be beat, and you can be beat, and you can't be beat, like you are actually invincible, like you say you are, people making fun of you is enough to undermine you, because it's embarrassing and people are gonna laugh at you, right? Like, if your whole thing is I can't be beaten by anyone, and then someone comes in and just goes, yeah, but you're obsessed with my balls, everyone's gonna laugh at you. And it's like, then how do you respond to that? You're just gonna be like, oh, no, I'm invincible. It's like, you're cringe. How dare he hit moi? Did you hit moi? Exactly. Is that his whole thing? You know what I mean? Pick a different thing. Pick a different shtick while you have the chance. Make it rhyming. Or, as Linda correctly points out, you could just make it your French. You could do a French thing. You have like a French accent. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Right? Because even if you get your ass kicked, you can still keep that as your thing, right? Your whole thing can still be that you're French, right? Oh, thank you, Linda. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I'm very proud of my videos. And I'm very proud of the. You know what I'm more proud of? And this is a small tangent again, right? I'm very proud of the type of people that gravitate towards it, right? I'm very proud of the types of people that gravitate towards it. It makes me very, very pleased to see that everybody who's here is incredibly funny, right, and interesting, and genuinely on the ball. It's hard for me to keep up with some of you guys at times, but also, I just appreciate it. I appreciate the types of people who join. It's very positive energy in these chats. It makes it so fun. It makes it so enjoyable. And I think that's great. That's one of my favorite things. Iron. You see what I mean? He's talking about himself. Yeah, I'm praising you. That's enough, though. No more. My thing is that I'm French. Surrender to me. That's his whole thing, is that he's French now. You beat him so bad that he's got to pick a new shtick. Yeah. Because it's like, at least then you can still be that when you lose. Nachan! Hey! Amazing. Nachan is absolutely class, guys. You can have incredible conversations with Nachan. She knows everything Dandadan. And she also is the first to start translating stuff. She's always ready to chat about Dandadan, guys. If you want to talk with people like Nachan and everybody else, all the other crazy cats, the cool cats in that chat, just join the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, guys, and you can join my Discord. Everybody's welcome. It is the best place on the internet for Dandadan and lots of other things too. Lots of other things. It's really worth a shot. A lot. If you don't like it, you can always just leave. No one's gonna hunt you down. You know, it's worth a shot. You might find something worthwhile in there. All of us found something worthwhile in there. But yes, Nachan is one of the first people that I had a proper conversation with after releasing my first video. So it is an absolute pleasure to see that she is 6 months in, guys. You're crazy, crazy people. All right, crazy. Okay, chapter. So so his thing. He's not French. His thing is that he's unbeatable. So when he's been hit, now he's got to double down on the invincible thing and go, perhaps now I shall unleash 2% of my power. That kind of thing, you know? Oh, you like my poster? It's a display given to me by a community member and Discord moderator, Blissy. Absolutely wonderful. She's a very good friend as well. I glazed her earlier, so she probably is tired of hearing it. She doesn't want to hear it anymore. That's the kind of person that she is. But it's excellent. It's really cool. That is really cool. Like, legit. Get some W's in the chat for Blissy, please. It's very bougie. You're quite right, Linda. You're quite right. That's not a bad idea, Jellies, but an even better idea is to anybody in the Discord or anybody who's not joined the Discord, join the Discord, go to the compliments channel and drop Blissy some compliments, guys. She'll hate it. She'll absolutely hate it. She'll like it, but she'll hate it. Because she doesn't like the spotlight, I don't think. So go ahead and do that for me, if you would, please. Anyway. Yes, okay, so you hit me, you hit moi. Yeah, all Toaster, we have a compliments channel. Somebody link Toaster to the compliments thread, please. Or just drop it into the general chat so that anybody can find it. Everybody should be in there. Alright. Get some extra glaze, Orvis. Oh, that's good. You're all very funny, guys. Alright. I'm not going to be dropping any compliments. I've done enough of those. I feel like I've done enough of those today. You know? Anyway. Yeah, so Gigi starts to charge up his evil gun, and when he's talking, and this is what's really cool. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted when we were talking about this last week. What I fucking wanted was for Gigi and the Evil Eye to have a back and forth, man. It's been so long since we've actually gone anywhere. Since we've gone anywhere with this whole thing. It's kind of just sat there in the background. And it's not really had much development, right? Not since the Evil Eye arc. Like, maybe a bit of it in the Space Globalist arc. Oh, there was some in the Kaiju arc as well, to be fair. But not really since the Space Globalist arc. And that was always like... That was always kind of like... I was always kind of like a more of a GG thing than an Evil Eye thing. It was really good to see the Evil Eye team up with the gang that one time, right? Like when they were at the brink of the battle. But since that, it's kind of just floated in the background. It feels like the story hasn't really had the space for them, because the Danmara arc was obviously away from Gigi and Ida and everything like that. So it's good that after the Danmara arc, we've pivoted back towards the gang, right? And I know that for a lot of people, this whole arc has been, in some cases, a little bit unfocused, if that makes sense. A little unfocused on Momokarun, right? But it's worth remembering, everyone. When we go back, when we are finished with this, when all of Dandadan is over, right? And that day will come, when Dandadan is finished, and you go and you do a rewatch, a reread, you'll get through the Ombudsman, and you'll get through the Damara arc, and you'll miss Gigi, and you'll miss Aida, and Vamola, and all of these other people, and it will feel like they've been away for a very long time. You know what I mean? And when you go back and you start going through this arc, and I know that on a week-to-week basis, it can be difficult. On a week-to-week basis, it can be difficult for us to do this, right? To kind of like not see the Momo and Okurun stuff. And I hear you. I also want it to happen as well, but it's also worth remembering that in the grand scheme of things, the confession wasn't that long ago. Really, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that long ago. And eventually, when you reread through the stuff and it's already done, and we know where it's heading and we know where it ends, it won't feel like it's dragging. And it will just feel like you're reading through and refocusing on the characters who have been relegated to the background. And I think Dandadan needs that. I think Dandadan needs this arc. I think that Dandadan needed this arc, because whilst it's pushed back the Momo and Okurun stuff a little bit, it's kind of given a bit more room and agency to the other characters. You know, my singular thing, like, we were talking about ships not long back, right? And the idea that some people ship Aida and Gigi together, and I was perhaps a little contentiously not for that, because I don't see it, because we haven't seen enough to know, right? And seeing all these characters interact with each other and build relationships outside of Momo and Okurun is actually incredibly gratifying, really, and necessary for the ensemble, right? Aida and Koki, and Aida and Koki and Rin, they've established a relationship outside of the core protagonists. Like, Aida has a relationship now with Koki and with Rin, and then they do with each other as well. And I feel like I know more about all three of those characters because of the fact that they got some breathing room. Yeah, Monado, that's my point. It's always felt like you're just pairing up the spares. And I don't really like that. But if you can sell it to me in the story, then fuck yeah, let's go, right? Then do it. I don't care. If it works, but you need to do it. You need to do it. You need it to actually to believe it. And in other anime, in other manga, in other stories, maybe you could just pair people up. But that's because the characters, the core romances, who cares anyway? They're not very well written, right? With Momo and Okurun, you've set a bar. But it's not even just about, no, it's support. It's not even just about romance pairings. I'm talking about character pairings just generally, right? This arc I feel like is if Jujutsu and Aida. Yeah. No, this is it. I don't think that they're badly matched at all, personality-wise. I just think that they haven't had any breathing room. And same with any character. I think that in order to make all of these characters work and to make this have the necessary the legs to keep going after Momo and Okurun have gotten together, which is a massive point of plot contention and development, in order to keep it going past that, you need to have the other characters have a thing, right? Like an actual thing. And I think this is the way to do it, guys. I think that this is the way to do it. You know? And whilst at the moment it's kind of exhausting, it's kind of exhausting week to week not seeing enough Momo and Okurun stuff. I think that it's going to pay off really, really well. you know, in the long run, because it's helping characters like Gigi, and this is the core point. I'm looping back round to where I started here. Characters like Gigi and the Evil Eye, now they have space in the story to actually develop. Where would you have slotted this in? Where does this go in every arc that we've seen so far? It doesn't have space for them. And this is part of the reason that at times it feels like maybe the whole Gigi and Momo thing and the Aira and Okarun thing don't really feel like they're going anywhere. It's because the story doesn't really have space for them in a lot of ways. I feel like this is going to, in the long run, this arc is going to be looked on more favorably. Maybe not in the top 2 or 3, but it's definitely going to be in the higher middle region. Unless it absolutely kills it at the end of this arc, like absolutely slam dunks, which it could. I think that people are going to look favorably on it because of what it does for all the characters, you know? Like even Mai, right? And all the way back when I did my apology tour for Mai, the only reason I felt like that is because of this arc. It's done a lot for her, right? Yeah, exactly, Jelly. This is my point. And I think that means it's going to be looked on favorably. I mean, this absolutely, in my opinion, it killed it for Kinta and Okarun working together. I thought that was a great pairing, you know. But I mean, I think that it's kicking off. I think it's really kicking off now. I think that maybe the stuff on the airplane is probably the low point of this one. But I think that in the long run this will be looked on quite favorably, you know. Got a few slam dunks, quite right. Yeah, and this is Gigi getting a moment to shine, guys. And his relationship with the Evil Eye is also getting a moment to shine. You know? Because Gigi, he's a serious guy with a big heart. And you know what? Like, he did the right fucking thing with the Evil Eye, right? He did the right thing with the Evil Eye by keeping him alive. Daikie's dad. God damn it! I'm never going to escape that. No, but Gigi did the right thing with the Evil Eye. And it's nice to see that pay off. Rather than just being a detriment to Gigi, it's now starting to pay off. For him and for the boy. Because it is a kid, man. It's like the soul of a kid. And now he's finally starting to get some kind of... He's rounding off around the edges. He's softening around the edges. He's comfortable enough with Gigi to swap out. That's really great, right? That's amazing. I love that. What else is there to say? I mean, Momo and Vamola at the moment are off doing their thing. I can only presume they're going to get a couple or a few chapters for those two to work together for a while. Which maybe we'll even get a moment for Vamola to shine, too. Because that seems to be the running theme of this, is that everybody's getting a go, you know? Because so far, Vamola's only really been used to plug a gap, you know? Exactly. And it also, yeah, exactly. No, you're right. I think that the Evil Eye needed this opportunity, and so did Gigi. And I think that it's nice to see that Gigi's heart, right? Like he's genuinely such a this is his main thing, is that he's a really kind soul, right? Which is why him being used as a vessel, using someone like him as a vessel to enact hate and pain is so messed up, because Gigi is not that. He's the antithesis of that. And that is what was used against him and other people, the people that he cares about, you know? So it's great. I enjoy this. And it's also nice to know that the Evil Eye's hatred is something that can be broken down by somebody who cares. I think that's more a very powerful thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, she said there's a fairy on her head. Yeah, I don't know if she can't really remember it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I suppose most of his hate was tied up in the curse, wasn't it? But anyway, that was a tangent. That was a big tangent. Hi, Burlap. That was a fairly big tangent, actually. So looping back round. Yeah, I'd like Momo to be normal size again. Right. Back panel 4 yet? No, actually, we're not. Where were we? Does anybody remember where we were? Oh yeah, he's all like, "How about Evil Eye?" So he's talking to the Evil Eye, right? That's my point. For the record, this is a fighting chapter, so there's not really that much to talk about in each panel, right? Like, there's not really that much to talk about in each panel, just because of the fact that they are just fighting. So it's good that we got so many tangents out of this. You know, it's been what, an hour almost, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're quite right, Yuri. But anyway, it's really cool to see them swap out, right? Because obviously the guy was making a big song and dance about the fact that Gigi's still a very fragile frame when he's in his human form, right? And yeah, I know it's not looking too good, is it, Fire Doodle? It's not looking too good, is it? Oh Lord, no. Oh Lord, no. Right, hold on. Yeah, okay. Cool. We've not gotten to the biochemistry yet. No, hold on. So, yeah, he's able to, I would appreciate it if you typed it out, Monado, ready to copy paste and send in so that I can read it immediately when we get to it. And I'll try to relay it to the stream to the best of my ability, my limited capacity. No, we're an hour in. We start the streams at 9:30. Yeah, we're still on his crash out. Yeah. Anyway, so the Evil Eye, he's just loving it. He loves fighting. It's his favorite thing. So yeah, it's good to see them tagging each other in and tagging each other out depending on the situation, right? It's great. It's kind of like they're just finding opportunities to hit the guy, right? And he's all like, "How can this be? What a cringe lord, bro. This is what you get. You should not have made being invincible your main thing. I'm telling you, it stresses me out that that's your thing, because you're gonna lose. You've got to. So it's really embarrassing. That's your whole personality. You're not just gonna lose, Nani. You're not just gonna lose, right? But you're also gonna have your whole personalities poof up in smoke. Got him. So he's gonna lose his whole personality. He's gonna lose his whole personality when he loses. He'll probably go into like a crisis, by the way. You know? Oi, Becca. Yeah, he's a goober. He's such a cringe lord, bro. Can you imagine? Couldn't be me. Yeah. But, yeah, I know. Move aside, Sarah. She's a Discord member, everybody. If you want to meet Sarah and everybody else in the Discord, join. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It is the best place in the internet for Dandadan. And lots of other things. Or so they tell me. Maybe you'll just start crying. You can't beat me. You said I could win. Mom. You won't let me win. Yeah, we were talking about Cowboy Bebop earlier. I've got a video on that, guys. It's the early video. The earliest video on the channel. My Cowboy Bebop video. The only other non-Dandadan thing on the channel. That's how you know it's good. Why do I do what? That's what kids do. You know when kids get really angry and upset and they don't know what to do with their anger, so they just start ripping at their shirt. It's like, Mommy won't let me win. He's cheating. Exactly. No, you get it. Shadow gets it. I am also very hyped for the new episode angle. I'm very hyped for the new episode. I've got a video in the works that I'm hoping to get out before that because it concerns the last episode. So, we'll see. We'll see. They're not fighting fair. Yeah, what too many smokes does to a kid. That'll do it, Yuri. That'll do it. That'll do it. You can't take it seriously anymore. Yeah. He's just a big baby. He's like, how can this be? How is it that you are able to attack me? Bruh, you just cringe, dude. And then Gigi, it's even worse because he's just throwing up the hand signs the whole time. It's like, oh my fucking god, this literal Gen Z. This Gen Z kid is just going in at me. God damn, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really want them to double down on this guy in the anime. I want him to be really, like, uppity. Really, like you can't beat me kind of thing. But anyway, Gigi's all like, I've actually got this really sick teacher called Psycho. And you just kick the shit out of her. But she taught me how to use spiral power. Spintronics. And then we get a little bit of a description. I don't know if Monado did type out the chemistry of it. Just like Breaking Bad. You ever seen Breaking Bad, guys? That's the only chemistry. It's crazy that they made a TV show that was so good that they made chemistry a real thing afterward. How cool is that? That's how you know it's a successful TV show, when they invent it. Alright, DM me it, Monado. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that they did that. Yeah, the streams have infected his brain. Quite right. You know? Yeah, he's getting his ass kicked by a 6-year-old and a high schooler. You're right. That is literally it. You know? Yeah, I guess Psycho doesn't really have any capacity to use spirals, I suppose. Right? You know? I've only just seen what Tarantino linked me just earlier. I guess maybe I could. I guess I could run for UK Prime Minister. Guys, if I ran for office, would you guys would vote for me, right? I feel like I could probably nail it. That's actually sick. I'm going to watch that later. That's really funny, dude. Right? Anyway. Okay. Right. So, Seiko starts explaining the scientific principle behind it, which she describes as proteins in the body are made up of 20 kinds of amino acids called L-form amino acids, which rotate left. Sugars and genes rotate to the right, and their properties change depending on which way they rotate. So, when unleashing energy, loosening force is a left rotation, and when storing energy, containing force is a right rotation. Against a corporeal enemy, a left rotating Shuo wave is effective, but it's the opposite against an ethereal enemy. Right. So if you attack with a spin to the right, it will hit stuff and hurt people who are of a physical body, and then spinning to the right would be against a ghosty type enemy. So he's got a ghost button and he's got a body button, basically, right? Two different powers. Righty tighty, lefty loosey ass power. Yeah, no, that is exactly it. Thank you, Iron. Monado here I'm just gonna literally verbatim read the message that Monado sent to, so that because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right. So the simplest way to explain it is that some molecules can have the same atoms but are mirror images of each other, so you can't overlap them like your hands. Is that chirality? Is that what that's called? Chirality? When life on Earth developed billions of years ago. I know that. I know chirality because Death Stranding. Because of Death Stranding. Right? When life on Earth developed billions of years ago, the first cells used left-handed amino acids and right-handed sugars. Proteins, which are the little machines that make cells alive, are very particularly shaped, and the shape can only be made of left amino acids. Proteins that deal with sugars also only fit the right sugar properly. The wrong-handedness do exist, but some cells can switch between to the right version, so it's not really a problem. No magic, just a relic of what the first cell did billions of years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. No, I've learned... Look, I know I've learned a lot of things about things because of Kojima, actually. Alright? Okay? Kojima is a very clever man. I would not have you speak ill of Kojima. He is a genius. He's a genius. Alright? Okay? God damn it. I learned about modern censorship through Kojima. Alright? And the military-industrial complex through Kojima. He's a genius. That'd be crazy. Maybe the aliens do that. No, Hideo Kojima is a genius, and I will hear... I'll hear nothing. We do not speak ill. We do not speak ill of Kojima. Thank you, Monado. Before I started going off on one there, before I started going off on one there, I was just reading, I was just reading Monado's message. That was actually very interesting. So this is kind of like a Kojima reference, right? That's what you mean. That's what she's saying. Is a Kojima reference. And even considering joining as a member, Cammy, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to presume that earlier you all said that you would definitely vote for me as your new elected official. Guys, look, if you elected me, all right, if you elected me, then everything would be pretty sick, guys. I'd do everything really cool. I'd probably replace Big Ben. I'd replace Big Ben with a really cool water slide. Or we'd get one that goes round it. Right? I'd turn Buckingham Palace into a Weatherspoons. Literally couldn't do a worse job. Yeah, even if I tried. Yeah, I'd make Otonoke the national anthem. Right? Buckingham Palace, I'd turn it into a Weatherspoons. We could all go there and have a good time. Not a good time, actually. It'd be a Weatherspoons. An affordable time. With not great food. Good to hear it, guys. Good to hear it. Come on, guys. Anyway. The London Eye becomes evil. Yes, that's very good. Guys, I would absolutely be... Sizable Benjamin. I love that. I'd absolutely be picking my cabinet out of the Discord as well. You know? No, it's over. No, I'm past that now, Skelly B. I'm over it. Yeah, I would definitely build replace it with Cuscotopia. Oh my god. No, I'd get a Mothman statue. And I'd find someone who's been living in one house on a hill for the past 5 generations, and I just Cusco-topia, complete with water slide. All right. What do you think? Caked up? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd get the greatest bakers for that shit. Anyway, I don't remember what I'm talking about. Oh, right, okay. So Gigi's all like, yeah, but I'm not strong enough to figure out how to do a rotation. But he keeps it in the back of his mind, just in case he ever needs it. And there's Psycho laying on the floor, injured, and this is the best time that he's ever going to need to use it. All right? And this is the thing, right? I do think that the... Guys, I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat, all right? I've got plans. I've got great plans for this nation. Think about it. You know? Yeah. Remove the... Yeah. Honestly, I'm you know, no. I'm not talking about politics, all right? That's out the window. Out the window with that now. All right? So, yeah. So here's the thing. I feel like there's kind of like Birmingham. There would be no Birmingham. Poof, off the map. Yeah, I'll stage my policies later. Anyway, so I do feel like there is an element here of both Gigi and the or maybe I'm headcanoning this, right? This might be a bit of a headcanon kind of thing, but in my mind, in my heart, I want to imagine that Gigi and the Evil Eye both see Psycho as a kind of like mentor figure, right? And they both care about her. I don't know what page this would be. I'm reading from just a thing, but I'm at the bit where just after the spiral stuff, right? I feel like the Evil Eye and Gigi both see Psycho as a kind of as a mentor figure or somebody that they care about, and that's why they're kind of like working together, or rather the Evil Eye is lending Gigi his power, right? Like, I feel like there's an intentional kind of like element of that in here. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was the Evil Eye that rushed to pick up Psycho after he was pissing himself laughing at her, right? Like, I do think that there is an element of him actually caring in there, and I hope that is something that's explored in the next chapter, because it feels like a kind of like, that's a good reason to connect, right? To join, you know? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, because he is breaking his promise in some capacity, isn't he? You know, and it would be really nice to see the Evil Eye, I suppose, as a character beyond just this desire to fight. He needs to care about something at a certain point, and he's never had... The difference is, right, I find that the difference is with the Evil Eye is it's not just that the world has never cared about him, right, but he's never had people that he cares about either, and he's desperately wanted that, you know, which is why when he was looking out at the other kids when he was still alive, and even when he had died and he was a spirit, he had a desire to connect with these people, and the anime spells it out even clearer than that, because it is within... Right, so if you think about the powers that the Evil Eye wielded, right? The Cursed House, the Ball of Despair, those powers went away when he removed the cursed element, right? And it seems clear to me that over the years, he essentially collected up the despair of all the other people that died in the house, in the Cursed House. He collected all the despair and all of the pain of these people, and through, like, in the anime especially, it's clear he links them to him, and he is an avatar for their despair, right? That is what he is. He's an avatar of despair. He doesn't just act on his own. He's seen that, I suppose, the nature of humanity is to be cruel, is to hurt people, And that from a window into the reality that he's had, which is literally through that tiny little window where nobody would ever recognize him or care about him, and then he died a horrible, painful death. He was trapped in this house, and all he's ever seen over the generations, the decades, are innocent children like him being sacrificed on the altar of humanity, or this is what's best for the world. At a certain point, you have to start thinking that that's just how people are. That's just the world that's done that. No wonder. And this is where the element of despair comes from. Like, if you think about the terminology there, it's not just hatred, it's not just pain, it's despair, which is an unhope, right? It is the complete removal of any capacity to imagine a better world, right? To hope for something more than pain and despair. It is complete unhope. And as a character, that's all he's been exposed to. And at a certain point, that's the natural conclusion that you would draw about the nature of humanity. And that isn't because of the fact that he doesn't care, if that makes sense. It's not about the fact that he doesn't care or he just feels hatred for himself. It's seeing other people go through the same thing that he goes through. He acts in his mind in a twisted way as an avatar for their revenge, for their vengeance, in a way. And that is driven by a capacity to never see anything more than what is just the suffering of these people. That is caring. That is caring undone, if that makes sense. That is caring to an extent to which you're able to see that they're suffering, that a world that survives on the suffering of people, of children, on the pain of children, is that a world to save? So it makes sense to want to tear it to the fucking ground, man. You know? Anybody who doesn't want to do that, in my books, like, what are you feeling? Who are you feeling for? Right? He doesn't do it for him. And when he surrenders those powers, when he surrenders that cursed element to himself, I believe that is passing, that is the power, that is the spirits to which he linked with, right? All these people whose despair and pain he collected over the fucking years, right? All collected up into one thing, the core of his powers, which gave him the ability to use the curse house, right? Because it's driven and empowered by their despair. That was the whole point of it. That's why there are lots of little faces in it, and that's why the ball as well of despair has all those faces in it. That is the spirit weaponized. It is despair weaponized and formulated in this thing. And he can't do that now because they're gone. But that doesn't change the fact that that's still his outlook in the world, right? That's still the way that he sees the world. That's not gone. That's not gone. He's just agreed to not weaponize that despair anymore. But it doesn't change the fact that he still sees the world that way, man. You know? So it's not just about people caring enough to not sacrifice him. That's the starting point. That's the beginning of the path, right? He needs to be able to care about people, to see something worth saving in the world. That's the difference. That's where he changes. That has to be where he changes. For his character arc to be complete in any capacity, that has to be the point of it, is for him to care about somebody. Because that is where it came from. His powers, his hatred, came from his caring in a capacity, in a way, in a twisted, malformed way. It comes from caring too much. Caring so much that you would want to destroy anybody who hurts these people that you can relate to and empathize with. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's kind of where I view it. That's how I view this guy. And so it would be really nice, in my opinion, for the evil eye to care. You know? Yeah, exactly, guys. Thank you, Cammy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jellies. Look, I might just be projecting a bit, but like, for me, it just... For me, the yokai in Dandadan, and as I've already spoke about in the yokai video, in Dandadan, the yokai are so very, very human. And it's unfortunately the case that when you feel something so strongly, it can possess you, you know. And the thing is with these kind of really strong emotions, usually negative emotions are not, they're not diametrically opposed to positive emotions, right? Negative emotions, overbearing emotions, or even not caring at all, come from a place or a desire to feel something good, or feeling too much of something good in a negative way, or losing that feeling of something good. I genuinely believe that feeling good, doing good things, is the heart of most people, of the human experience. It's just that some people don't. It's hard, I think, to kind of like just feel that when something bad happens, or you see bad things happen to people. It's very easy to become a monster. And that is what the yokai are. It's that feeling, that singular feeling that it's more than just your main thing, right? It's your only thing anymore. For Acro Silky, that's clearly this intense feeling of loss. And for the Evil Eye, it's despair. For Reiko Kashima, it's hate. Immense hatred that can never be quelled. And you can't just cure that, you know? It takes time. Those emotions don't just go away. And not everybody has the benefit of an Aira being around to help you like she did Acro Silky. And Gigi is doing that. As Aira did for Acro Silky, Gigi is doing this for the Eye. Is showing him a better way, or somebody to care about, and caring about him as well. He's just a kid, you know? Yeah, so this would be nice. So I find this very meaningful. I find all of this very meaningful to me, you know? The yokai are very human, and don't forget, they are also the protectors. Whether it's willing or not, they are the people protecting Earth from the aliens, and the aliens have shown themselves, most of them anyway, have shown themselves to be very out of touch with humanity. You know? Yeah, exactly. It kind of feels like they're all looking after him in their own way. Okarun's kind of got that big brother energy to him. You know? And it's just sweet. I like it. But perhaps that's a bit of that is all just me projecting. Alright? It could certainly be that. But I think that it would be a waste. I think it would be a waste to not be doing something with it, right? You know? Yeah, I kind of like the Reiko Kashima thing being unresolved. I kind of like the idea of Reiko Kashima is unresolved. Because to me, I don't think you cure a hatred like that. And all things considered, I think as if you're trying to draw sociological kind of like cultural signifiers from it, right? I think that there is an argument that the pain that you pass down from war, from you know, from, let's say, the destruction of a civilian population by an overwhelmingly strong force, is not something that disappears easily. In fact, it goes on forever. And I think that trying to cure that through a plucky thing, not everybody wants to be saved. Yeah. I think that it's better. I think some pain and some hate is going to endure, and you can't just make it go away by talking. If that makes sense. Generational hate and trauma I just don't think that it would work. So I would prefer for us to keep that. I would prefer for that to just stay. But we'll see. I am somewhat projecting. But at least I'm able to understand that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Cammy. I'm glad that you guys are all very responsive to the evil eye thing, because it's been kicking around in my head for a little while now. I just didn't know to what capacity I was maybe looking too deep. I do look a bit deep into things, and I might just state certain things that I see in something, but you know, it's all in the eye of the beholder, right? You know, and believe it or not, my thing is Dandadan. You know, it's sad. But anyway, still not finished the chapter. The eye of the beholder. Very good, Iron. Very good, Iron. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so Gigi's all like, you're an L form, idiot, so I'm just gonna do you a right rotation against you. And then fucking the French guy, the French nug lover, is all like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you are saying, no? What are you saying? He hasn't got a clue. In his head, he had a flashback, right? He had a huge flashback in his head, and then at the end of the flashback, he goes, "So you're an L form. So I'm gonna use a right rotation on you there." And he's just like, "What are you talking about? You just stopped moving, and then you started just talking nonsense, absolute rubbish." You know? It's funny. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. It's pretty funny. He just like had like a whole thing. Yeah, he took off his coat. He took off his coat during the fight. You know? He's a nug lover. You know? Aw. I'm looking forward to seeing that Angle. Angle is incredibly talented. Incredibly talented artist, guys. We have some incredible artists like Angle in the Discord, everybody. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, and that'll get you access to the Discord. Guys, I have lots and lots of stuff that I'm working on at the moment, and the people in the Discord will be the first ones to see some of the stuff that I'm working on that exists outside of the just the videos. I'm very excited to be able to show that off when I get it done. It's just I've got a million different things to do currently. So I'll get round to it. But guys, amazing artists like Angle, lots of other people in the Discord. It's the place for all things Dandadan, guys, and other stuff as well. You know? Yeah, no, yeah, see, this is what I mean, Bussy. It's like no one knows what you're talking about. You've just started talking the tail end of it. It's like, your energy's loose. It's like, I do not know. What are you saying? And then he does a spinning kick, a spinning roundhouse kick. And Monado is also a biochemist as well. So there's that. There's that. Very useful. Recently, especially. You know, for Dandadan. You know, we're well equipped for any chapter. Any chapter that comes our way, we're well equipped for it, alright? It's the place to be, guys. Alright? Anyway, he does a sick kick and sends him flying across the room. But, I mean, he kind of overextends it. It's a bit flashy. The kick's a bit flashy, if you ask me. You know? And then the eye's just like, yeah, whatever. It's like, I don't think you'll be able to beat me. It's like, shut the hell up, dude. Oh my god, dude. Shut the hell up, dude. unless there's no chapter. We'll have other stuff before the chapter. All right, it's not just the chapter. We've got other things. I can invent reasons for us to jump on stream, guys. All right, and we can probably have if anything, an even better time. Most of this chat has not been to do with the chapter at all, for the record. All right, it's worth considering that it was during the last hiatus, everybody. It was during the last hiatus that we completed our tier list, and it was one of the best streams we've ever had. So think about that, everyone. If anything, we can make better use of this time than Dad's a plane. You know what? Never mind. You know what? Shadow's ruined it. Never mind. We'll just quit. We'll stop now, all right? Because my dad's a plane. God damn it. Dad's a plane. I said it once, all right? I did it once. I did it one time. I said it one time by accident. I was really tired. And I was here to entertain you people. And I've been made a mockery. Oh, when I get to the end of this chapter, when I get to the end of the chapter, I'll check that out. No, not the planes. Anything but the planes. Anyway, the French nug lover is all like, if you didn't switch back and forth like that, you'd be like so totally like Dad. I would have like killed you. Whatever. So yeah, this guy is very, very clever guy. He knows exactly everything that everybody's working on, and he's all like, so, it looks like you're stronger when you're evil eye, but you can't shoot your gunny one. So I'm just gonna keep hitting you so you can't switch back, because if you can't fire it, you can't hit me. You'll also notice, by the way, that what is it? Oh, did I? All right, yeah. No, I do the Valley Girl accent for free. All right, the Valley Girl thing, that's free. That's a freebie, okay? Mainly because I can't help myself. Sometimes I just slip into it, you know. Sometimes you're just talking, and then sometimes you just, you know, like freaking whatever. This is how Ida sounds in real life. This is how Ida sounds. Oh my god. You're like, get out of here. Would you like take my freaking like bag or something? You know, that's how she sounds. Yeah, she does. That's how she would sound. That is how she would sound. It's a fact. Tatsu told me. Just use my Valley Girl accent. No, that's how. Maybe I'll do an Ida analysis video. Ooh, Cammy, now that you've mentioned it, there is a Discord exclusive video that you can watch and access on the Discord. That is a dub of some scenes with our good friend Ida, where she talks like that. You know, I did it just on a whim when I was working. I was just like, I'll just do this. Oh my god, I'll just freaking do this. You know, really easy. It's really as easy as that. It's not bad. You know what? Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it for you guys. Maybe I'll play it when I finish the chapter. I'll show you guys it. How about that, huh? My treat to you. The Shakespeare. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Shakespeare thing. I'll send you it. Yeah, no, Toaster. That's my Valley Girl accent. Don't you like it? It's my Ida voice. I'm going to finish the chapter. Yeah. I'm going to finish the chapter. Back to the chapter. Anyway, so you'll notice that he has kind of stopped with his whole like, oh, I'm so strong. And now he's like, just die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Stop. Just die, please. Everyone's watching. CSG is watching. CSG is watching. Yeah, I have a cowboy accent as well. Look, I can do both, man. Come on, dude. Why pick? You don't need to pick. You can have both. Jeez. You know? Criminy, am I right, guys? Anyway. Yeah, and then he's all like, accept your defeat because there's not a chance that you can beat me. You're weaker than me. You are far weaker than me. It's like, bro, why are you saying all the fucking platitudes that are gonna get you beat? Why are you doing it? He's doing all the fucking villain stuff, man. Oh, you can do a Bronx. Sick, Andrew. You should send in a voice note into the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to access the Discord. Right? He's all like, oh, you're far weaker than me. You don't have a chance of beating me. It's like, dude, it's like you want to lose. It's like setting off on an adventure and going, what's the worst that could happen? What else could go wrong? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? You want to die? What the hell, man? Anyway, he does a kick, and then he gets like a good old kick back, right? And clearly, we are seeing Gigi and the Evil Eye's ability together, which means that he's obviously able to kick ghost form people, right? Like, what are you doing? This is his fault. This is directly his fault. So he kicks him across the room, right? And we see Gigi's new form. And it's badass. God damn it, it's badass. It's so cool. It's great to see it. It's great to see it. It really is so good to see this. It's been so long since we've seen something absolutely like sick from Gigi, and this is badass, right? It's so cool. It's like, now you're done, dude. Now you're done. You unlocked this. This is your fault, man. You unlocked this for you. You unlocked this ability for you. Nice job, dude. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope that you're going to go back home and you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to be all like, oh, I am undefeatable, aren't I? You've embarrassed yourself and you've just unlocked this, you know? I'm not sure, really, Iron, to be honest. I love the combination of the earrings. Yeah, for sure. It'd be interesting to see what his actual form looks like. It'd be pretty sick if his hair was still Gigi colored, or maybe just around the edges it was a different color. I don't know. I put red on the thumbnail because I wanted it to be clear that it wasn't just the regular evil eye powers. I tried to... Alright, Yuri, thanks for joining, dude. I wanted the thumbnail to not be a complete spoiler because I felt bad for people who I was spoiling. Even though it does get clicks, I don't want to be a complete douchebag and upset people with spoilers. I took that on board, guys. I genuinely did. I should not have been posting such overt spoilers on some of the thumbnails. So never say that. Never say that. I can't review my behavior, guys. All right. But yeah, so I wanted to silhouette it, but I didn't want it to look like it was just the evil eye, so I added the red instead of just purple, so that it would be kind of clear that it's a different kind of thing going on, you know, while silhouetting the rest of the image. And I actually think it turned out quite nicely, you know. It has a "Who's that Pokemon?" kind of vibe to it, you know. It's Diglett. You know what I mean? We all watch Pokemon, right? That's not just a... That's not an old thing, right? We all remember the Jigglypuff from above. We all remember the Pokemon rap, don't we, guys? We all remember the Pokemon rap. But anyway, that's why I made it red. That's why I made it red, not because that's necessarily the I can tell that you're the type that would know the Pokemon rap, Blissy. It's just like, you know what I mean, there are categories of people and you're squarely in that category. Which is fine, I'm in that category as well, but you know. Yeah, don't think about it, Zero. It's best to just not think about it. Not all of them. I bet support doesn't. Ben, how old are you? Aren't you like 13 or 14? It's a good thing, Blissey. What do you mean, what does that mean? I just said I'm in that category. I just said I'm in that category. You should be honored to be in that category. Just there's some people that when I see them or hear them talk, I just presume that they know that they would have known at some point the Pokemon rap. I feel like that's not an insult. That's a compliment. And like I said, I class myself in there, and I'm like my favorite person. Don't think about it, Toaster. Don't think about it. You know? Yeah, you gotta, you know, Ben, it's hard for me to remember everybody's ages, you know? I apologize. Yeah, I've dug enough. No, great. Anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy in here, isn't it? It's purple background. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, right? Right, guys? Oh, dear. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. It's time for a pomade, right? Don't you think? Do you think it's time for the pomade? Pomade? We're doing a pomade? Little pomade? Little pomade? It's okay, Zero. It's okay, Zero. I'm 29, Orbis, but I will be 30 in April. I know. Aren't you shocked? With my childlike demeanor. Quick, somebody say that I look younger than my age. Quick, 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 quick. Whoever does it first gets a rookie cookie. Oh, hell yeah, Angle. We're rocking it. Whoever says it first gets a rookie cookie. Whoever says it first gets a rookie cookie. Oh, Ben gets a rookie cookie. Nice work, Ben. Nice work, Ben. Ben gets a rookie cookie. It's okay. I appreciate you all saying that anyway. You know? No, don't delete it, please. Please don't delete it. Please, please. No, no, please. Please, my ego. Anyway, guys. I'm just going to do a quick shout out to all of my top tier patrons. All right. These are the guys who, look, I mean, here's the thing, everybody. All right. Here's the thing. I genuinely still don't know. I still don't. No, Cammy, you don't mean that, surely. Guys, come on. Come on, guys. Anyway, look. I still don't know how to do these, right? And I don't think I ever will get used to them. And I kind of don't want to get used to it. If I'm... It's not faded in his eyes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, you're right. You're all right. Right. And I kind of don't want to get used to it because if you get used to it, I feel like it loses the magic of what it actually is, right? And look, the fact that anybody is here watching the stream, and like, look, since the are you changing your name, support? I'm in the middle of a whole thing here. I'm trying to bare my soul. And she's just more concerned with changing her name to get a quick laugh. If it's something ridiculous, I'm not going to say it. I hope you know that. Right. Anyway. She's completely thrown off my... She's thrown off my groove. I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove. What was I saying? Yeah, right. So, yeah. So since the second season has started, especially since that last video went out, I've noticed there's been a bit of an uptick in people. Oh my god, yeah, Cusco and Momo have the same earrings. There's been an uptick in the amount of people who have been watching the streams and stuff like that, and that's exciting. I find that exciting. It takes energy, you know, to do it, but the fact that there are people here is energizing, and it's the fact that it's so many of the same people every week is very validating for me. It feels like an incredible touch point for the community. I'm really engaged with the fact that we are able to communicate in a way where it's like I actually know who I'm talking to, and then I'm also really excited to see so many new people as well. I don't expect anything from anyone about anything, right? Like that's just the way of things, and you know, just the viewership alone is crazy. But the fact that there are people who are donating, or that there are people who are supporting the channel through Patreon, or through the memberships on YouTube, to me is just wild, right? It's absolutely wild. And it's more than what I could have ever presumed would come from the channel, right? I just set them up just because I didn't, just because they were there, and I thought, you know, let's see what could happen. Maybe I'll get one or two. But the fact that the top tier the top tier Patreon, the top tier membership and Patreon is thanks guys, thank you, has more members in it than the mid tier, to me is crazy. I don't know how to express it properly. So I mean, you know, whether or not you're a paid member or not, to the best of my ability, I try to see you, you know, because I feel seen at being where I am, doing what I do, and having people see it and see me through it is incredible. Like, it's genuinely so inspiring to me. So I try my best to see as many of you as I can. And if it feels like I don't have the time to do it, or I skirt over comments and stuff, it's just because there's so many of you now. But I try my best. And yeah, so this is my way of, at least the people who are on the highest tier, this is my way of making sure that I see and recognize you guys. I don't know what the hell support's name is. Why do you want me to really say that? What is it? I also see, for the record, I also see support being a moron. In a good way. Fire Doodle, I'm very excited to see you here on the weekly as well. It's great to see new people joining. It's really exciting to see new people joining, seriously. Oh, I didn't mean it. I'm just joking, support. That's our thing. That's kind of our thing, you know? I don't know how to say what your name is. Alright, anyway. So, Yokai Power tier users, guys. That's Angle, Blissy Toaster, Buckstone Serpo, Burlap Sack, 5th Gram, Mr. the Cowboy Wolf, Orbis, Rookie Sheriff Jellies, Sarah, Sidjibit, I don't know what the hell support's name is there, Zero, and Tim Kai. Thanks, guys. Highest tier patrons there. Incredible, guys. I appreciate it. Genuinely appreciate it. Wait, Old Toaster, are you a Yokai Power tier user? I apologize if you are. Or are you Dandadan? Spell it out. Why do I have to spell it out? All right. Oh yeah. You two have the same. I forgot that you two did the merging. I forgot about that. Sorry, it's just everybody's named stupid shit half of the time. It's impossible for me to figure out half of this. SDIYBT. Is that supposed to mean something? I just did. SDIYBT. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Am I spelling something out? Is this some Gen Z shit? You goddamn Zoomers. And I don't mean... No offense, Blissy. No offense, Blissy. Yeah, I don't get it either. It's stupid. Don't worry about it. I already gone. Already forgotten. Yeah, I don't know. It's because because obviously we always say no offense, Blissy, about stuff, and you're a Zoomer rank, so I thought it would be a funny kind of callback to that joke because you're a Zoomer, and I was making fun of Zoomers, Gen Z. Yeah. No, you got it. You got it. Thank you. It was funny. It's one that you'd get that on the way home kind of joke. You know what I mean? That's the kind of joke you get on the way home and you go, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard. You could say. Anybody really could say that that's the funniest joke I've ever heard. You could say that. You could say that right now. You could probably say that now. Or whenever, preferably now. You could say that. Funniest joke I've ever heard. You could. You could say that. Please? Yeah, right. Cool. We did the chapter, guys. We did the chapter. No, I don't give chapters to people who beg. I don't give rookie cookies to people who beg for them. All right. All right, Ian, thank you for joining. Yes, quite right, Ben. Quite right. He's right. I am. I don't know. I don't know how you guys put with me. Good for you, though. Good for you. You know? You know? No support. You're absolutely not going to get one. In fact, I'll make sure you never get one if you do that. All right. Hi, Dylan. Yeah, I did hear about the Daizukan. We will, because there's no chapter. There's no chapter next week. There's no chapter next week. So we're going to go over it then. We're going to go over it then on the Monday. Just to kind of like, you know, give us something to talk about, add a little bit of texture to the conversation, and then maybe we'll do something fun as well. We'll do something fun, do something silly. If anybody has any silly guy ideas, for the next week's stream that they think would be really funny to do, let me know. Let me know on the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member and it'll get you access to my Discord. Well, we could do Among Us for a separate thing, you know. Like, I just mean for this stream specifically. I'm not throwing it back support. You really... That's alright, Toaster. Don't worry about it. I'm glad to be background noise. I'm glad to be background noise. You know, one of the things that is always incredibly gratifying. I did the McDonald's thing. People don't really know about that. People don't really know about that at this point because it was ages ago, right? Oh, I will do Angle. Don't worry about it. I'll check it in just a second. I could play Damara. That's true. I'll have a little look. It's old lore. Yeah, it is old lore. It's an older meme, but it checks out. Thanks, Sierra. I'm really happy to hear that. It makes my day as well. Genuinely, I love doing these. I love doing these. It's the best. Yeah, I mean, look, you know, like... Oh, right. Oh, that's okay. No, that's alright, Toaster. No worries, dude. That's okay. No, I mean, I'm always very very flattered when I hear that people either go back through the streams and watch them, and use them like on in the background, or if they just generally just are listening to the streams, and even if they're not, like, as someone who is less, I'm much less likely to engage with stuff, believe it or not. Like, I enjoy communicating with you guys, but typically online I've always been more of a lurking type, because I don't like the idea that something that I say is going to be harshly judged in some capacity. That's always been like a bit of a fear of mine, something I'm not as worried about these days, but that's always been something that's motivated me to be a lurker, right? So, you know, it's really, I've got a soft spot in my heart for people who watch and don't comment, because I understand what motivates people not to comment. I appreciate anxieties and things like that push people to not comment on things. So any lurkers who are watching, presuming there are any, I appreciate you. It means a lot to know, because you're not getting any feedback from this, you know. Like, when I'm talking, you're not getting any back and forth at all. You're just completely watching, right? Yeah, no, exactly, Blissy. Like, if there is anybody who is watching this, I feel like I'm doing a Ouija board here. It's like, if anybody's watching, reach out. You know, no, like, you feel free to comment. Everybody's incredibly kind. But if you're not, then just know I am appreciative. See you, Zero. I'm going to finish up soon anyway after I check out Angle's artwork. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Like, yeah, Jellies as well. Yeah, that's incredible. Like, everybody is just like totally is totally ready to join in and communicate with everybody, and it's been such a positive experience overall for everybody that keeps coming back. It's great to see it. I'm always really gratified to see new people. I'm incredibly humbled to see old people coming back, like multiple times, returning to the stream. It's something that I still can't even actualize. And look, and sometimes I feel like it sounds like I'm just saying these things as platitudes, right? I wouldn't know how. Like, I genuinely wouldn't know how to do that, because I only really say things when I actually mean them. And you know, this whole thing to me has been such a positive experience. And you know, recently I've been thinking more and more about the whole notion of things like communities, right? Like, I think that there is a lot of losing touch with other people in a way that you could consider to be a community in 2025 especially. It's something that I think is not for the best for most people. I think that it's very easy to isolate yourself from something you could consider to be community driven. And it sounds cheesy, it sounds like an invention. If I the community arc is happening, that's fucking hilarious, Shadow. If I were not involved in this, I would think it was ridiculous to say or to hear. But knowing that you're building towards something like a group in some capacity really means, it makes everything mean more. All the interactions feel better. All of the when you do something, when you spend a lot of time on something like for example, like the forums that we have on the Discord, when you spend a lot of time on that, it feels like you're doing it for a good cause, right? Like, you guys support me, so the least that I can do is try to make as many features and things open to you guys to use. as many openings and wings to this community and this channel and this experience as possible is the least that I can do to supply something back to you. You know what I mean? Like I the last thing that I would want to do is to not feel like I'm trying, you know, that I'm coasting in some capacity. That's why I come into this with as much energy as I can. And I try to provide as much insight as I can, which isn't always easy because sometimes I'm just I can't think of anything to say. And that's why it's so great to have so many smart, clever, funny people in the chat and on the Discord, because I can jump off of that. I can bounce off of that. It's amazing. You know? That's amazing, Monado. That's all I've want. That's all that is, like, what you are saying there, that comment, literally all I could possibly want to do. You know? I've noticed that, Monado. I've noticed that you and Brand get on really well. And that's awesome. I fucking love that. Like, I don't know what else to say. That's literally all I want. That's all that I can want, because it's like, you know, it's not like the you know, like I've expressed it a few times now. I'm pretty sure I expressed it like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. The weight of the world currently, just the state of things gets to me a lot, right? It feels like a weight, and I'm someone who exists on the outside of all of that, and I'm sure that it feels like that to so many other people here, you know. It all just feels like a weight all the time, and because of the community, because of this group, it, you know, I feel stronger because of it. Like you can hold more of it, maybe not all of that weight, but more of it, because we're holding it together collectively, and it's just nice to have something else, something good. So yeah, my point is that when I say that I appreciate you guys, that I appreciate being able to jump on here and not feel judged, by the way. Like, the fact that I can just sit here and essentially scream at a fucking webcam for what is now 2 hours, and that's short by typical standards, is amazing. Like, that's amazing to me, that that's an option. Not just an option, a borderline and an expectation. To me, that's literally, you know, that means a lot. It means a lot to me. Because there are a lot of things that exhaust you, man. You know? There are a lot of things that are exhausting. So having a purpose feels like purpose. You know? I really Field of Dreams, the nice place here. I really love that expression. That's a very good expression. Field of Dreams. Fucking hell. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys clearly feel the same. And let's just keep doing this for as long as we can do it. You know, you have to drag me away from the computer kicking and screaming, guys. I know. No, it was very funny. That was a good one. It really makes it worth it. Yeah, for real. For real. Like, you know? Yeah, Angle. I mean, it sounds like a joke, Angle, but that is literally it, though. You know? Like, if more people had these kind of communities for themselves, if more people had these little communities for themselves that are driven in similar ways towards something like a good North Star, right? Something as pure as even enjoying the same fucking anime. If more people were driven towards something like that, it would be a better place. Like, the world would be less awful, because there'd be less reason to be awful. So this really is the point of it all, if you ask me. You know? But hey. Oh my god, that is not an angle. No! Is this what I am to you people? After such a nice moment as well. Oh my god. Is this what I am to you people? Oh, ow. Oh my god, no. I'll tell you what though, throwing it back. You know, if this is what Serpa was talking about, damn, I get it. Oh, ow. Owie. Ah, I hurt myself laughing. Damn. Damn. Oh, I can see everybody making fun of the speed at which I was, getting through the chapter as well. I see you people. Absolute monsters. Aww. I adore your artwork angle. Absolutely adore it. I'm looking at the Momokarun one. I was looking at. Did I wake you up, Janny? That I'm sorry. Oh, that is really funny. Can you imagine? Well, Janny doesn't need to, but can you imagine the first thing to wake you up mid-sleep is me fucking pissing myself laughing, just screeching in the mic. That is so funny. That is so funny. I'm gonna watch that back in the stream because of the timing. Because of that utter timing. I absolutely just like love Angle's work, by the way. You know, commissioned something really cool from Angle not a while back. A little while back. Absolutely amazing artwork, guys. Like genuinely so good. Like I don't need to say that. I don't need to tell her that, because she has a following of people online, an absolute following of people. She gets noticed by Tatsu. She gets noticed by Tatsu Sensei. You know, like I've seen drawings of like 10,000 likes on Twitter. God damn. Like, you know, absolutely astounding stuff. I'm pleased to play any small role that I can to help you create, because and this is the other thing, guys, like genuinely like you know, just touching back on where we're at before we started like dying there. Like there's some amazing stuff is created in service of the community, like I was saying. And that wouldn't, that's just incredible, you know. There's just things that people have been able to create that's amazing. Like if anybody one day I don't know whether or not I'll find a way to commission it from someone, or like get someone on Fiverr to do it or something. But one day it'll be amazing to get like a super cut of all of the tier list stuff, because that's a story, guys. You know, that's a story, and we made something in there, right? We did something incredible in there collectively, and people created so much in service of something like that. And I think that's something that deserves to have its own little space so people don't need to go searching for it. That's like a big piece of lore. That's lore to the channel, right? It's up there with the McDonald's. The McDonald's arc. The McDonald's arc. You guys remember that? Absolutely amazing. The wiki arc. Oh my god, the wiki arc. Yeah. Yeah, and then we've also got the safeties on sillies, of course, support, of course. No, yeah. No, the last one was fantastic. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, we'll get more stuff together. We'll get more stuff together for sure. Girl Scout cookie arc. Girl Scout cookie arc, guys. I finished the Thin Mints, by the way, guys. I ate them all. They're gone. They're gone. I ate all the Thin Mints. Loved every minute of it. The last episode of season 2. That's a good question. I don't know. We need to figure that out, because we need to make it special. A special stream. Yes, I'm glad. Yeah, I shared... I don't know if I mentioned this in the Discord or not, but I shared out some of the... I shared out the cookies with the people on the trip. On my London trip. You know? Unfortunately, I had none left by the time that Jellies arrived. But, you know, Jellies got to see the whole entirety of the flat. Of the production studio, I mean. I meant to say she saw the production studio, not the flat. This is a production studio. So I feel like that compensates for the lack of Thin Mints. You know? No Thin Mints, no eggs. You're quite right, support. My eggs, they're all gone. But yeah. It was a pleasure. Oh, Wolf. Hi, Wolf. Yeah. Well, that and I owe you a cookie. You have to come back. If you come back, I'll give you a cookie. A rookie cookie. Yeah, you got an egg. You walked in and you were like, "Where are the eggs?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Where are the eggs?" Oh, hi, babe. He's talking to me. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what arc we're in currently, but yeah, I mean, what was I saying? No, don't tell. No, don't tell. No, he'll be fine with it. He'll be fine with it. He's an open-minded guy. Alright, okay. Why am I getting pushed into this? Why am I getting pushed into this? I know, Ben. Tell me about it. Woof. Anyway. What were we talking about? What were we talking about? I sent an old drawing. Aww. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. What the hell? Oh my god, that's so fucking sweet. It's a sticker now. What's the sticker called? Oh wait, no, you made it into a sticker. Right, I see. That is so cute. That is so cute. Oh my god. Love it. I love it. So cute, man. You know? Alright. He's a... Anyway, I don't know what all of you guys are going on about now. What was I talking about? Deadeye Rookie throws it back on stream. Oh my god. That is really cute. That is really cute angle. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, what are we talking about? I was talking about something. Oh my god, you guys have been hectic this stream, by the way. Can I just address that you guys have been absolutely wild this stream. For the second that I started, it was like... from the second that I joined, there was already people who's like, well, he's late. I was like, I was literally on time. It's like, no, you were 30 seconds late. Like, what? Whoa. We're talking like seconds late. If it's inside of the minute I'm supposed to show up, I'm not late. I'm sorry. You know? It must be the L form. That is fucking funny. That is very funny. You know? Don't name drop me. I didn't even do anything. If you're not early, you're late. Yeah, apparently so. I was supposed to do some writing after this, yes. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. So, if the video doesn't get out in time, that's not my fault. That's your fault. Take that. Think about that. Think about that, if you would. To be fair, actually, I have a video that is pretty much done. I just need to rework the ending so that it will align better with a different week of the manga and of the anime. And I also have the script I'm currently working on. What do you mean, liar? No, it's true. It's true. It's pretty much done. It's just the ending. I just wasn't happy with it more than anything. I just wasn't really happy with the way that it ends. It just felt like abrupt, or that it was too. I mean, I'm not going to describe it. Maybe I'll describe it on a Mount Olympus stage at some point when it's done. But the cut that I've currently got is just insufficient of an ending in my mind. And yeah, I don't know. I suppose that depends, Serpo. I mean, right, night jellies, catch ya. I suppose it depends, Serpo, on whether or not you use an Apple device. Never use an Apple device. I can't make it clearer. Cannot make it clearer. Never use an Apple device for donations, guys. They just bite away. They bite away at whatever it is you send. Oh dear, there you go, Serpo. I've explained it I explain it in the Discord. I've explained it in the Discord. Apple take a big chunk of anything sent through their services. If you donate or buy anything through an Apple device, you are either being upsold, they increase the price to you in order to compensate for the fact that they take a solid 40%, I think it's 40% from the whatever in-app purchases you use, or in the case of YouTube, Apple take their cut, YouTube take their cut, then I get my cut, which is the smallest of the three in that case. I don't mind YouTube taking its cut. I'm using their platform. Apple, on the other hand, have no reason to utilize. They have no reason to take a solid, I think it's 40% cut, right? Apple in-app purchase fee. 30%. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So it's 30% of on top. So they'll take 30% cut, then YouTube will take their cut, and then I'll get my cut, which is bullshit. Yes. If you're gonna subscribe to the Patreon, if you're gonna subscribe as a YouTube member, do it through a Windows device. Do it through a Windows device. They shouldn't take anything. They have no reason to. It's wrong. And they include it as a functionality, as part of the agreement, the user agreement, that you cannot tell the consumer side that you're doing it. So they hide it from the consumer. They know it's wrong and they do it anyway because they are evil. Companies are evil. They don't care. They just want to remove your money from your wallet and put it into theirs. Don't worry, Serpo, man. Don't worry, man. I appreciate it, man. Anything, a penny, anything at all is more to me than what I could possibly expect, right? Like, it's not about me and my cut. I don't. Yeah, Android is totally fine. Android is totally fine. If it's anything that's not Apple, it's fine. I don't care about what cut I get at the end of the day, right? It doesn't really mean one way or the other. I appreciate literally pennies, right? Because you're doing it in service of the channel, okay? What I care about is I don't want you guys to lose your money to some faceless corporation that's literally doing nothing in this situation, that is not involved in the agreement between us and YouTube, right? I don't want you guys being fooled by them or being literally robbed by them, right? I don't want the money that you're donating, that you want as much of it to go to me as possible. I don't want that to end up in the pockets of other fucking companies. Goddamn corpos, man. You know? Yeah, Windows Phone, Android, whatever. Do whatever it is, as long as it's not an Apple device. You know? Hi, Okarun. And they also increased the cost on Patreon through Apple devices as well. So, yeah, exactly. Quite right, Serpo. Yeah. Johnny Silverhand them. Goddamn corpos. I love the way that Keanu Reeves delivers every line. He's so, like, his delivery is always so kind of stilted. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Stupid corpos out here doing A, B, and C. Like, it's like, he's like amazing, but also so awkwardly, not monotonous exactly, but his delivery is always stilted and like a really weird cadence. Like when you talk like normally, when you normally talk, it's just like you speak. But when Keanu Reeves talks, he doesn't have any really super clear kind of, you know what I mean? Like, he's brilliant. I love him, but it's like, you know, I've got more. Did you hear my Jesse Pinkman toaster? Did you hear my Jesse Pinkman? Now they're after their souls. Their dark souls. Oh yeah, I said I did the Valley Girl Ida, didn't I? Yeah, we can keep doing this, man. I'm not gonna stop. It was so good. Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you. I worked really hard on my my Jesse Pinkman. You know, I've been doing that for like 10 years. Yeah, no, it's because I've been working. I've worked really hard on it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. You know, I'm trying to remember how to hide my thing. No, I'm sure it's fine. All right, let me find my Valley Girl Ida. Let me find it. Let me find it. I'll show you it. I did say I would show you it. I don't remember where it was though. Oh, come on. There it is. There it is, guys. I also did an American voice once. That was really fun. You know. Yeah, the Valley Girl thing was great.
Oh my god, this
Okay.
smells so...
Okay. Alright, look. Alright, you ready? You back in, guys? You ready, guys? Nah, it's great. You'll love it. You'll love it. You ready, guys?
Oh my god, this smells so good. I can't wait to just like, to just eat it. Oh my god, I can't wait to eat it. So, like, why did you not even, like, freaking call for me on this one? I mean, I'm the leader, aren't I? So, like, what the frick, guys? And you, like, what are you even doing here? Like, WT freaking F, I told you to get out of here and to never come back. Like, to just stay away for, like, forever. Just get out of here. Oh my freaking god, he's so freaking cute. Oh my god, of course you can stay. You can stay for, like, as long as you like forever. You can stay here for, like, ever. Oh my god, so freaking cute.
See? See? It's good, isn't it? You telling me that it doesn't suit her? You think that suits Ida? That suits Ida. Come on. You burn the channel down. Nah, that suits Ida. Come on. Come on. Room for anything ever. Nah, room for political office. You'll see. You'll see. You know? Come on. Come on. That was good. Guys. Guys. Alright, don't worry, guys. There you go. There you go, guys. What's McDonald's freight run? No, I'll link you to the McDonald's freight run in the Discord, guys. I'll link you to it in the Discord. Oh my god, she would not be British. Are you crazy? Oh, come on, guys. You really all going for no? You're all going for no? Fastest no in my life. She would not be British. Oh, yes. Right, guys. Well, that's what we're going to have to figure out. That's what we're going to have to figure out in the next, on the Discord, is what accent would Ida have? She absolutely would have a Irish. Doing British Ida. Right, so you are doing this as well. She's Welsh. She's Welsh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I suppose she could be a Southern Belle. I suppose she could be a Southern Belle, right? Can you imagine? Just like a Welsh. I'm not going to do my Welsh accent. I'll need to practice it before I can do it. I'll need to practice it before I can do it. Because I've not done it in a while. I've not done it in a while. But I'll practice it. I thought the chapter was great, Vic. I thought it was great. Yeah. I thought it was excellent. When I figure out the Welsh accent, though, I'm going to get that across. The longest stream? No, the stream's not been particularly long, Serpo. This has been a short stream. This is 2.5 hours. The longest stream's like 4, I think. This is quite short, actually. Like if I were to end this now, I'm probably going to end it in the next few minutes. Quite short. The average stream is about 3 hours, you know? Tatsu's speaking behind the camera. I can do a really rudimentary one. It's not been 3 hours. I'm looking at it right here. It's been 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 27 seconds. A Knots accent. A Knots accent. No. Right there, ducky. How you doing? Get it down, you ducky. Hey, go on. Go on, ducky. Get it down, you. Hey up, me duck. How you doing? I'm the leader. Posh accent. That is not a posh accent. That is not a posh accent. That's our Ida. He said the line. I can just picture it in that scene now. You know? Oh my god. Don't worry about it, Vic. Oh wait, no, is that show? Oh my god, I think that you're actually channeling Ida right now. What we got? We got a 50-50. We got a 50-50 on the poll. Now I get to be the tiebreaker. That means I get to be the tiebreaker. Yes, she does have a Valley accent. She does have a Valley accent. So there you go. Now, according to the democracy, because I said yes, it means we have to go with yes. So we've all agreed. She has a Valley accent. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is the freaking Dandadan? No, it's too late. She has a Knots accent and you know it. You should have voted. You should have voted, idiot. It's been agreed. Please, go and spread the word, everyone. Yeah, I know. Thank God for democracy. No, well, I mean, the illusion of democracy is certainly still here, Shadow. You know, when I win in these scenarios, then democracy is back. I get to say, well, you guys voted for it. But if I lose, I'll just say, well, you guys didn't get a vote. It was all imaginary. So, it's really... The House always wins. Nah, I'm not going to revote. I feel like we've done one vote. Okay. You can believe that if you want, Shadow. That's fine with me, dude. Oh my god, the Dandadan. Oh my god. Is that cute? I know, Orbis. I know. It's cyclical. It's one big cycle, you know? Just one big cycle. You can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with this. Right. That's a hell of a thing. That's a hell of a thing. Considering 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers is my point through which I will dress up as a maid. You are looking way into the future with that, my dude. What are we at, actually? 4,645 subscribers. Which is shockingly close, actually, to 5k. A thick Irish brogue. She very well could. She very well could. Yeah, I still don't know what the 5k celebration will be, guys. I'm gonna have a quick think about it. I'll have a think about it. But when I figure it out, we'll be sure to... I could use... Oh, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? I forgot about the 100 members idea. It's because that stuff fell behind. I fell behind with other things, you know? Alright, well, that's not happening, Serpo. Absolutely not. The people go feral at this point. I know. For an hour straight. No. 15k. If I recall. No, it wasn't support. It's a different thing that I didn't reveal to the greater public. There are a few people who are aware of it. Maybe I'll do it, but it'll be in the Discord. I will think about what to do for 5k. Alright, 10k is the maid outfit, and 15k, if I recall, was a 24-hour stream. I don't see us getting to 10 or 15k anytime soon, so we should be okay. Okay? The people can... Nothing. I'm not going to say anything. But what I do know is that 10k is still a while away. So we don't need to worry about that just now, do we? Right? But I do have other plans So, is 15k? No, 20 is 25k. Yeah. Thank you for your honesty, support. Support. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. You could have lied, but you didn't. So I appreciate that. You know. But yeah, I'll figure out something for 20 is a long. What is wrong with you people? I know it didn't feel right to say it, support. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, but the yeah. So 15 is 24 hours. 10 is maid outfit. Don't know what 5 is. Don't know what 20 is, but 25 is karaoke. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I know. I'm very befuddled by this as well. Like, you got to realize that this, for me, this would exist on the internet for all time. So you know what I mean? It's not just making dance, is it? It's about belittling me. That's a big one, you know. Doing something like that is a big one. So, you know, you're talking like 100k and a full-blown dance number. There you go. You know what? Guys? 100,000 subscribers. I will do a full-blown dance number. And I'll have it professionally filmed. Okay? 100,000 subscribers and I will professionally film a dance number. There you go. 100,000 is not gonna happen though. That's years and years of work all the time. All right? Okay, that's full-time employment levels. And if that's the case, then I'll do a full-blown dance number and I'll get it professionally done, choreographed. Yeah, there you go. Oh, thanks, Serpo. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. Thank you for recommending the channel. But there you go. You can quote me on that, guys. You can quote me on that. 100,000 subscribers. I'd get a YouTube plaque at that point. The YouTube plaque. I am actually getting a gift from YouTube. I am getting a gift from YouTube. Yeah, it would be a play button. The play buttons are at 100k now, minimum, because the you know. Oh no. All right, Vic, no worries, dude. But I did get a gift from YouTube, and it's on its way currently. I don't know if you guys want to see I don't know whether you want me to mention it to you or whether you want to just wait until I get it. I think it'd be more fun for me to just wait until I get it and then show you. I think that's more fun. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Yeah, the producer's spoken. I'll reveal it on stream when I get it. No, it's cooler than a sticker. It's not a sticker. It's cooler than a sticker. It's like a thing, like an actual thing, you know. Night, catch you. So be excited for that. I don't know when I'll get it. A decorative ballpoint pen. One of those pens that has the little thing that you pull out of the side. It's on the way. Yes, that's a Dandadan reference. See you, Ben. But well, I thought Ben. Yeah, Ben. I thought you were leaving, dude. But anyway, yes. So I am getting something. They ruined the surprise. Yeah, I know. The perfectly good ballpoint pen ruined. Right. Now, if it's anything less cool than a ballpoint pen, then what? Right. And I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. This thing that I am getting, I'm gonna fucking use it too. I'm gonna use it. So that's how you know it's gonna be good, because I'm gonna use it like all the time. I'm gonna be really annoying with it. What could it be? Ooh. High quality pencil topper. One of those ones that's like a little rubber, like a little eraser. There are two different types of people. There's an angle type person, and then all these other comedians in the chat. Hoo hoo hee hee ha ha. I'm so funny. I'm gonna make a joke about what it could be. I'm so funny. It was gonna be a YouTube doily. For fuck's sake. But yeah. Like, I was... Never mind, actually. You know what? I was going to say something, but never mind. Forget about it. Never mind. I'll talk about that another time. I've got lots of things. I'm working on lots of things. It's a copyright strike in the form of a letter. I've had enough copyright strikes. I imagine that when the next time Shueisha decide that they're going to go on a copyright spree, they're going to strike multiple videos on the channel. So I'm not expecting that to happen at some point. So be ready for that. Because they do that apparently once a year or twice a year. They go on copyright strike sprees. And I imagine that a lot of the videos are going to get caught in the crossfire of that. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean, I imagine Netflix are the ones that drop the... No, Netflix are the ones. Netflix are the ones that drop the copyright strikes on Dandadan footage being used for the episodes. The reactors earn that, in my opinion. Like, look, as far as I'm concerned, if you need to get the image, make it 40%, 50% opacity, and then mirror it, and then slap a watermark on top of it, and then play the whole video in the corner of the screen, that is just like stealing with extra steps. But screenshots are fine. Small clips are fine. I've not been struck for any of my content in the videos I've done, and I've been using lots of footage from the new episodes. For the most part, if it's done with the proper fair use, for most things, if you do it with fair use in mind and you follow all the necessary precautions, most things are okay. Frankly, I'm much happier with Netflix being the one dealing out the copyright strikes and takedown requests than I am with Shueisha, because Netflix understand the value of quality online reviews and sharing content through that. It makes people want to watch the content. In Japan, they don't have fair use as something that's on the dome, generally speaking. So it makes it very difficult to utilize a lot of manga. It makes it quite intimidating to use manga a lot of the time as a way of showcasing content. So I'd sooner Netflix were the ones who dealt with that anyway. So as long as you're not using it in a capacity that is just airing the episode out, and you are doing it in a way that's meant for proper fair use, you're usually fine. All in all, the content ID system on YouTube is quite impressive, and the way that it's designed is actually incredibly useful for the creator in reality. The fact that you can do this and go through YouTube rather than having to go to court, rather than having to go to court about the whole thing, is quite a boon, to be honest. It's the only way that the platform works, and it does work somewhat okay, all things considered. You know? Awesome. I'm looking forward to see you on the stream, Firedoodle. In fact, you know what? On that line, I am going to also go. I might be able to get like an hour of writing in before going to bed. I'm back at work tomorrow, so I've got to think about, before 2. But I'm going to go and do that, I think. Anyway, guys, this has been really fun. Thank you for bringing the energy that you've all brought into the stream, guys. It's been excellent. Probably going to go look over some of this. I'm going to go check out the clips. It's good to see that you're awake, Nachan. You know. But anyway. Cool. Alright, guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. See ya. Bye.